Regarding making the belt, there's I think it's fine to have it either a separate object or extruded from the waist. Um, I guess I'd be inclined to make it separate just because it is a separate object, and sort of makes texturing a little easier. It's probably neither here nor there for rigging. It's probably about the same. Um, and then to make a curve that exactly matches, if you want to extrude along the curve, there's a trick for that. If I double click this edge and then go to, was it curves? Duplicate surface curves. And so now I have a series of little curves, each one the length of all those edges. And then I do curves attach, and now there's just one big curve. But it's important to delete history, edit, delete by type history. Otherwise, if you move some of these other ones, and I'm just going to get rid of all these little ones now. And now I should just have the one big one. Whoops, where is it? Right here. So now I have one curve that exactly matches that. And then I could, you might just take like, I might do like an old fashioned extrude. If I take like let's say a circle, and let's move that to this curve. What's it doing? Trying to middle mouse. Oh, it should snap to the curve. I'm not sure why it's not. Just gonna hide everything with these two curves. Um, let's isolate those. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hold down C. Now it's snapping to that, and oops, I'm gonna hold down J just to snap it to 15-degree increments so I can get that straight there. And okay, and then adjust this to the shape of the belt that you want. Um, Maybe it's a little more square, something like that. Maybe thinner this way. And then there's this extrude surfaces extrude. This is different from the polygon extrude, surfaces extrude. And you select the profile and the path. So select this one first and then shift select that one. Um, oh, I have to change something on this first. Actually, I have to rebuild this curve first. So I can see that it's degree 1, which means it stays all jagged like this. It's not like smooth, you know. So I just need to rebuild that surfaces. I'm sorry, curves. Rebuild options, and it has 24 spans, so we can just keep it at 24, but make it a third degree curve instead of a 1 degree curve. 1 degree has like all these sharp corners. Third degree stays smooth. Rebuild. Okay, so now that stays smooth, and you can see if I move a point, but it's still, you know, pretty darn accurately at the shape of his hips. Um, and then, yeah, we said select the. We can see it right here. If I look at extrude, if I look at the very bottom of the screen, it says select path last. So the profile is the circle and the path is this curve. And then I go to surfaces, extrude options, and I definitely want these to be polygons, and I'll use control points as the thing that defines it. And then we want to do it at the path, so it makes it at the path regardless of where the profile curve is, and pivot component. So all these on the right side here, and extrude, and yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, you can adjust that afterwards, to your pleasure. The other thing, just going back, is if you want this to be a little more even, um, you can, when you rebuild this curves, rebuild options, you can put on the, oh, it is on uniform. Well, it looked uneven to me. Okay, I guess that theoretically that, but they look, I guess most of them look evenly spaced. Some of them look sort of more bunched together here. But I guess that's the. I think maybe if we do. Um, I thought there's like. Um, I think to make it closed curve, maybe I have to just do curves, open, close, and then it's like it doesn't. Oops. It probably was closed before. Anyways, I think ignore all that. Just extrude. I think that's pretty good. Okay. And then regarding the buckle, I think that's pretty straightforward. I think you're just going to want to select these front faces. You know what? I mean, you can just do extrude and then R for scale and then scale that in, and then Control E again for extrude and then W and then push it in. I think that's what you're going for. Um, but then I might just bevel the edges a little bit. Oops. And then Control B, and I'm sure you've done this 100 times. So something like that. Yeah, I'm not real happy about this. So you could either fix the belt, or what you might do is before you start that whole process, you might try to flatten out this a little bit. Um, just like that. And then I can slide it, shift right mouse click, slide edge, and middle mouse drag, put it where you want it. And you might want to add a couple more loops here just to kind of even out the topology. All right, I hope that helps.